Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good Monday morning to you. Yep. What is today? 24th? Yep, February 24th. Good morning to you. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get used to speaking with these braces on, but it's part of my journey. So if you read my title, of course, it's On My Way, the Chronicles. And I am going to speak about pivoting with purpose. And it's going to be a 1 week, 5-day series on pivoting with purpose. The 5 principles of pivoting with purpose. And we're going to start out with purpose, because that's the first letter of pivot. And as you know, that pivot stands for purpose, inspiration, vision, obstacles, and transformation. So each day I will speak on one of the 5 principles of purpose in that order. And today is purpose. But before I get started, let me introduce myself to those who do not know who I am. My name is Tawana Craig. Some know me as Tawana Russell or Tawana Russell Craig, and I am a transformational speaker and a transformational coach. And my goal is to get you to move, to get you to become unstuck, and to get you to that next level chapter in your life. So welcome to this 5-week or 5-day series, or a cliff note of Pivot with Purpose. Most of you guys know that I wrote the journal, which is a 5-week journal to your transformation, and I will post a link to the Amazon where you can purchase the journal on Amazon. But today we're talking about purpose. A purpose is something that you are created to do, that is something that you have a purpose to, that exists. And a lot of people don't know that they have a purpose, right? I asked that question, or I had a conversation with one of my friends, and he didn't believe that everyone has a purpose. But we all know that God created us for a purpose, and the ultimate purpose is for us to glorify God, right? For mankind, humanity, for humans, to glorify God. But I wanted to say again because I kind of stumbled over what purpose is, and I just kind of wanted to be able to do that again. That something is, forgive me, you guys. I don't know why I'm stumbling over this, because I wrote the book, and okay, I'm sorry. This is a car chronicle, and I also have to pay attention. So, something that is done or created for which something exists. So it's one of those. Something that is created for a reason, something that is created for something to exist, and something that is created to do something, right? You are created to do something, right? Hi, cousin. Thank you for popping on. So today we're talking about purpose and knowing that everyone has a purpose. And like I said, I was speaking to one of my friends. Hi, Yvette. Thank you for popping on, sis. I was talking to one of my friends, and we had this debate. Now, he's really good at debating, and sometimes I think that he does that just to get a rise out of me, but it's okay because it helps me to think, right? Most of you guys know that when I'm on here, I'm shooting from the hip. So trying to kind of remember the things that I wanted to say, that's not the gift that God gave me. He gives me my words when I need my words. So go back and read the title about what purpose is, right? And I apologize for it in the beginning. But we all know that we are created for a purpose, right? Each one of us is created for a purpose. And like I said, the ultimate purpose is to glorify God. hopefully, and I pray that none of this offends you, but most of you guys know that I am a Christian. I am a believer in Jesus Christ. So that is my first and foremost reason for being here, because had he not given me the gift to be able to speak, then I wouldn't be able to come on here. And most of you know, as I've said before, this wasn't Tawana a few years back, because I would be so worried about what people were going to say. We had the conversation about passion versus purpose. Passion is something that helps you. Purpose is something that helps others, right? So you can have I have a passion about event planning. I love to plan events. That's not my purpose, right? That is something that I get paid to do, or is something that I do for for myself, just to, kind of make me feel good. My purpose is to either help women over 50 to get unstuck, or to help young girls to pursue their dreams, their vision, and their purpose. Because we believe that a young girl's vision becomes a strong woman's purpose, right? And so the reason that I'm able to talk about a purpose is because I had to figure that out. Because trust me when I tell you, Tawana was a little bit here, a little bit there, but I didn't understand that the things that I was doing was my passion. I love to travel. I'm a travel agent. That's a passion. That's a passion. That's something that I do for myself. And in the process of being a travel agent, I can help someone get to their next destination, to plan out their trips for them, things like that. But that's a passion for me. That's not something that I wake up and say, oh my God, I have to do this. My purpose, when I see women that feel like they can't do it, that they feel like they're too old to do something, to get to the next level. And some of you may be tired of me saying this, and you guys have heard that TikTok or that meme that says, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. Because I am proud of the fact that I went back to school to get my degree. This is coming from a woman who said that she would never go back to school. I don't need a degree. What is that going to do for me? I'm not going back to school. I did. And I graduated with my bachelor's degree in communications at the age of 58, right? Hi, Gary. Thank you for coming on. I graduated at the age of 58, 40 years after I graduated from high school. I graduated with my bachelor's degree. Now, when I first started that journey, I was a little nervous about it, because I'm like, girl, these classes are going to be tough. My biggest fear, what is it, false expectations appearing real, was math. Because I suck at math. I don't like math. And so my good girlfriend Leela was an excellent tutor. She tutored my son, not my kids, but those kids at Westchester were mine too. I digress. She tutored my son. She tutored a lot of scholar athletes to get into college. Hi Roxanne, my sister. Thank you for popping on. And when I told her I was going back to school, Leela was sick, and I believe that Jesus healed her no matter what. You can either be healed here or healed when you enter into heaven, right? So he decided to take her, but we had a conversation, and I said, Leela, what am I going to do? I need you. And I said, I don't do math well. I've told you that. And one of the reasons that gave me that's the word I'm looking for, courage to be able to do this, is because I knew you were going to be there walking alongside me to get me through this math. And she said to me, you're going to be okay. She said, you're going to be okay. She said, you can do this. You know you can do this. And I'm like, but I need you, Leela. I need you to be here with me to be able to do this. And Leela was like, Tawana, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And I was okay. It was difficult. I ain't gonna lie. Math was hard for me when I'm trying to do this. It was hard for me. But hi, Shannon. Thank you for popping on. it was difficult, but Leela had faith in me, right? That I was going to be able to get my degree in that math. Now, mind you, all my other classes I did with either B plus or A. Baby, Tawana got a 71 in that math, but that C got me a degree. Okay, so don't give up, right? You have a purpose, but you have to ask God what that purpose is, right? I found my purpose. God showed me my purpose in my life by living my life out, right? Because I was going through some things in my life, and I figured if I'm going through this, somebody else is going through it too, right? Somebody else is going through it as well, or could be going through it, and they don't know how to get unstuck. And so I decided to be transparent and to share my journey with someone else. Because if God could give me my purpose when I had no clue what it was, when I started this journey, I was saying it was for me to help young girls, and I still do. I still believe that if we catch them early, then they won't have to wonder what their purpose is. They're going to know that they know what their purpose is. See, when I was young, I didn't know. I didn't even think about I had a purpose. I'm just living my life willy-nilly, going to school, being a cheerleader, hanging out with the guys, just doing stuff, just having fun, not realizing that my life had a purpose. There was a reason that I was here, right? And I had no clue, because if I tell you in elementary school and in junior high school and some years back past that, I was faking the funk. I was trying to fit in. Shannon is on here, and I'm in her group, Meet Me in the Middle, a study that we're doing for women. I think it's age 40 and over. We're going to go with that, right? And I prayed for that group. I prayed that God would send me someplace that I can study, right? That's what I wanted. And Shannon posted that, and it was exactly what I needed. And so I meet with the ladies, and if I tell you, when I got on that first call with them, I meet over Zoom because she's in another state. But when I got on the call with the women, I felt comfortable, right? Because you have to feel comfortable. And I know I'm going off about purpose, but this is part of my purpose, because I know that I'm going to learn something from those ladies that is in that group, right? Because they felt comfortable enough to share. I felt comfortable enough to share without feeling embarrassed. And so I had to get to that point for me to be able to use what God has given me. My purpose is I have to be transparent, and I have to be honest with the people that I'm sharing things with, right? So they can understand that they do have a purpose, different than your passion, but they do have a purpose. And so I want all of you to know that you have a purpose, something that you do to exist, something that you create. You have a purpose to create. You know, you have a purpose that you are existing, right? And I want you to understand that. I want you all to understand that you have a purpose, right? In my journal, it's a 5 weeks. So it breaks down purpose. Why do you have that purpose? I ask those questions. Why do you think that that's your purpose? What makes you get up in the morning to be able to do the things that you do? Why are you so passionate about that purpose? And mine, again, stems from because I didn't think that I could do it. I was so afraid that I could do it. And I did it. And I'm still doing it. I'm on here now because this is my purpose, right? Eventually, I always tell people, because I'm claiming it, that I am going to be one of the most sought after transformational speakers, paid, out there, right? People are going to look for me and say, we want her. We want her to come and tell her story. We want her to be on our platform to let women know that they can. And if men get something for that, that's extra gravy. That is extra gravy, because I know that God has put me here for a reason. I know that God has put me here for a purpose, and that's something that I did not know. But what I will say to each and every one of you, if you are trying to figure out what your purpose is, ask God. Ask God, what is it that you want me to do that I can help others? That I can help others. So today was a little shaky. Today was a little shaky. I know this, yeah, that little minion did not want this to go out, and I know that that is probably one of the reasons why I kind of stumbled a little bit this morning. But please know that you all have a purpose. And it's okay to have a passion, because passion is going to be fun, right? But that's for you. But you all have a purpose. You all have a purpose, and I want you to know that, right? Okay, that's it. I will put the link to my journal so that you can get the good stuff for the 5 weeks of transformation, right? But until then, have a super terrific, amazing day on purpose, because I will be watching. Because we support those who believe they could, but struggle with if they should. And baby, the transformation will be televised. Have an amazing Monday. Talk to you later.